Excellent. All right. Hey, everybody on the stream. So glad you guys could make it here with us in Geek Therapeutics to play a session of Fate Core. We'll be doing Fate Core, and specifically, we're going to be playing one of my favorite games made by a friend of mine, Eric Simon, Rockalypse. Check him out. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be weird. We're going to rock out. And then we've got a wonderful group of players with us to make our band. How about we go around the crew and you guys say your name and tell us a little bit about yourself while you're here.
Like personal things, I can do that.
I don't know, we do that at the beginning of these?
I have no idea. My name is Megan. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Colorado. I'm here because I want to be awesome. I'm awesome. And I want to start doing groups and stuff for the kiddos out here in the valley because it's the middle of nowhere. So
thanks.
I'll go next.
Please.
Hi, I'm Nessa. I am an associate licensed marriage and family therapist in the lovely state of Illinois. And I am going through this course to be able to run games for groups for our kids and adolescents in my area. So as therapy, which is important.
Yeah. Spectacular. Excellent. We got Paul, how about you tell us about yourself a little bit?
I'm Phil. I'm in the east side of the San Francisco Bay, and I'm a psychologist here. And today I'm playing Pauline Strand, the drummer.
Love it. Excellent. All right, last one.
I'm Celestine. I'm a licensed master social worker in Georgia, and I work primarily with neurodiverse ADHD and adolescent kids, and I love the idea of using role playing to help them do skill building and other therapeutic goals. So I'm going to play the bassist today.
Ooh, that's awesome. And excellent. Yes, and I am Colin Kyle. I'm your GM for today, guest GM, and we are going to be playing. Yeah, and so I have a background in game design. I have a background in ecology, and that's how I got kind of started in this mess. And so game design, ecology, and so I bring a lot of weird nature and things like that to my games. And so let's rock and roll on this Rockalypse. And so we've talked a little bit about these things. We've talked a little bit about what our characters are. And today we are going to be playing Very exciting. We'll go through and introduce ourselves as characters in a second. And you guys got to think about the name of your band, which we haven't talked about yet. But we're playing Fate. And so Fate is a game of, like, it's the aspects or the building blocks. Fate gear, Fate points are the grease that kind of spins the gears. And so we're going to be just kind of learning as we play. But yeah, and so Rockalypse is a game of musical conflict, where post-apocalyptic musical conflict. So it's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World meets Mad Max. And so, but the important thing that our audience that kind of distinguishes it, because it has there is no actual physical violence that will be happening in this game. And so all conflicts are resolved through music offs. And you guys are, so if somebody bumps into you in the Wasteland bar and knocks over the last beer you could possibly afford, instead of slugging that jerk, you instead jump on the bar, pull out your guitar, and then explain in music how much of a jerk this person is, and then maybe everybody buys you a round of beer after that. Or beers for the next rest of the night or something like that. And so it's got this kind of Bollywood flavor, like it gets slightly off the rails, and it's kind of in a cartoonish world because Fate allows you to get weird. It allows you to dig your fingers into the narrative. And I'm going to be asking you guys to come up with a lot of fun things as we develop this world and as we play together. And that makes it a little bit easier on me, because then I can just offload GM responsibilities onto my players, but it gives you guys what we call buy-in, and that matters. So how about we go around? You guys are going to be playing in a rock and roll high school that is in the middle of a cyber city, and that is specifically also in the middle of a wasteland, Mad Max Six-String Samurai style wasteland surrounding it. And so both of these flavors are going to be coming in, but you guys are a high school punk band. And so tell us around, how about maybe we start out with, let's start out with maybe Murdoch. Tell us about you. Who are you playing, and a little bit about you. What's your idea?
Hi, I'm Murdoch. I'm the manager of these miscreants who think that they're some sort of punk band, and we're needing to replace Damien, who's decided that he'd rather wander around in the wasteland than come here and be productive.
That is correct. Yes, we are missing one band member, Damien Tresner or something like that. Yes, he was the guitarist. Who was he playing? Anybody remember what he was going to play?
It was the guitarist.
Guitarist. Excellent. Yes, you guys are missing a guitarist because he has wandered off to mope and smoke cigarettes and write poetry out behind the high school. It's a shame. So that's going to be, we're looking for a new guitarist because you can't have a punk band without a guitarist. So, or at least maybe you guys are doing it. You got a mix master. But yeah, tell me who's next? MC Hotwing?
I'll go. So I am the mix master. My name is MC Hotwing, and I have all of the sounds. If there's any sound that we're missing, I have them. Nobody can compete with my sound. I'm the most valuable person.
Most valuable, holding it together. Thank you, MC Hotwing. All right, how about Celestine? What are we playing?
My name is Brant. I'm the bassist, man. I'm here to make sure we kick butt. And yeah, I can pretty much play anything you want me to. So just let me jam out, and I got you guys.
Excellent, Brant, holding it down on the couch. Awesome. All right. Who we playing, Phil?
I'm Pauline. I'm the drummer, and I think I'm the only one with any formal musical training here. I was in the marching band for many years, and I think we're better off without Damien because he's always going off on a solo, right? And he can never find the one when he comes back. He just goes off on his own tangent. So we could do better. I think Murdoch could play a better freaking guitar than Damien could. Murdoch, I think you should pick up the guitar and join us. And we've got to make it big because I'm also a short order cook at the local lizard fry, and I don't want to fry lizards for the rest of my life. All right.
That's right. Oh, that's so good. Yes, because you got it's the post-apocalyptic wasteland. There is all these lizards wandering around, so you guys have to eat. You have to eat fried lizard. Oh, this is so good. Excellent. So this is the kind of band that that has brought you guys together today. You've been together for a while. You got a stage manager, as Pauline said. You guys are trying to make it big. You got the stuff. And so, does anybody have a band name idea? We're looking for a band name, and we're looking for an aspect to describe your band, because you guys all have your own aspects. But but your band, everything in the world of Fate is an aspect, basically, of the world. And so, what do we think about this? What's more of our flavor of the band? We got making it big, missing a guitarist, something, and aspects for our audience, those unfamiliar with Fate. Aspects, I said they're the building blocks. And so, but basically the way they work and what they actually are these little sentence fragments, and they are descriptions. And so our example one is the see you on the road skag, which is like which was one of the wasteland ones. And so that means that there is like roving bands of miscreants around, a la Mad Max and Six String Samurai, possibly bowler themed. We'll see what we get into. But you are intentionally setting up aspects to be an ambiguous statement where it can be interpreted either positively or negatively. And so that's an important thing, because you guys are going to be using your aspects to get bonuses to your rolls, and that's going to be spending fate points, and you're going to be using your aspects in a positive way. But we are also going to be engaging your aspects in negative ways, where where we are in negative ways, where I can what we do call compels, where I can see that like our let's see, like our bassist, you are hiding from the man. That's a good one. No, that's the guitarist. Maybe that's the reason why Damien isn't here anymore. Let me pull up our sweet bassist. Come on now. You are always jumping in when I shouldn't. Love it. Excellent. And so I can say, like, if something else is going on, one of you guys is having an important conversation, I could say, hey, Pauline, like, you are gonna, like, you get the temptation to jump in, you're gonna interrupt this conversation, and it's gonna like make things a little bit more complicated. But if you choose to do it because that's one of your jams, I'm gonna give you a fate point as a reward for making things a little bit more complicated. And so I'm gonna be doing compels to try and give you guys more fate points. You spend fate points to get bonuses. I'm going to give you guys fate points, and we're going to kind of weave back and forth, and that's how you'll like get in trouble, and then but that's how you get yourself out, and that's how a fun story is kind of being told, and that's the main idea of Fate. And so and you guys are adding your own aspects. Like, I have to keep going for Brant, love it, and then we are and so again, I have to keep going, positive or negative. Really great. And so what do we think about our band aspect? we want to do the missing Trent Reznor, or excuse me, missing Tresnor, or I mean, I think that's going to be kind of the plot, a part of the plot for today. We'll be potentially picking up a new guitarist, so I think I'm going to want something different. I want to know the flavor of this band. And we have band names that will help. I saw some people posting band names. Hot Dog Mayhem, Pixie Tricks, the Dust Devils. I like those too.
What about for an aspect of it's about the message, not essentially popularity?
I like that. That's a fun one. It's about the message. What do you guys think about that? I think that's pretty juicy. And yeah, and that one's positive, that one's negative too. So that's great. And so the hot dog mayhem. It's about the message, man. Are we going with hot dog mayhem? What are we going with? I'm seeing too many nods.
We are totally going with hot dog mayhem.
Hot dog mayhem is it?
Yep. This is what we call yes and. Hot Dog Mayhem is the name of your band, and it's about the message. Beautiful. And so for those who, I think we've got the Roll20 on the stream. Maybe not. And oh yeah, we do. Excellent. And so you guys see me adding these things onto the board. We got guitar picks to represent fate points. And so if you guys are playing this in person, I really recommend having like a nice stack of note cards around, or sticky notes. And that way you can write these aspects down, put them on the table, on the board, and then have a nice big pile of coins or dragon tears or whatever they're called, some kind of token. And that way you can have all of these things represented physically. And that's great. One of the things that I really like about Fate is because it takes some of the weight off the players to not remember every single thing. You can be like, what's going on here? Oh yeah, we've got, our band is this, that. Like, sure, you take your own notes, but you put it all on the board so that everybody can see it and be reminded of what we got available. So this is what I'm doing on Roll20, is adding these things, and to simulate the kind of original idea of doing sticky notes. And it's not as fast as sticky notes, but we're making do. So anyways, so yes, excellent. So we've got Hot Dog Mayhem. It's about the message. And then, and so the next thing that I want to kick around with you guys real quick is I want to talk about our world aspects, because we've got, and then we'll get into the game real quick, because we have character aspects. We just made our band aspect, and then we're going to be doing, we want to figure out the palette of the specific world that we're going to be playing in today. We've already narrowed it down to the 3 different kind of apocalypses we're messing around with. But then in the Wasteland, you can look in your PDFs, and under each of those, we've got 4 different aspects to choose from. We're going to pick like 1 from each, probably, of like Wasteland, Rock and Roll High School, and Cyber City. So yeah, any of those popping out at people? Which ones might be fun? Some of my best friends are mutants. There's some choice ones that we've got pre-made already, and so those are things that you can have built in to already have these pre-packaged worlds ready to roll, and you can just like pass the book around, pick this stuff out, and that way every time you play, you can whip up a new post-apocalyptic musical themed setting, or you can just make one with yourselves and then rock and roll on that one and build the world, adding more aspects, developing the story over time. Yep, a good one is even at the end of the world, we still have algebra from Rock and Roll High School. kind of making sense of this extra apocalyptic scenario that we've got going on today. Any shout outs on what might look good for our little setting today? Kind of putting you on the spot.
We're a punk band, so
Yeah.
maybe smash the state before it smashes you.
Yeah. We are a punk band. Like it? That's from the streets of Cyber City.
There's have you seen a girl with hair like this as an adolescent? Your hormones are all over the place, distractions and poor decision making abound. You
I
are
like that.
awkward most of the time and still finding yourself.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
I just said that one in Discord. So yeah.
Beautiful. Excellent. Come on now. And
The big break one too, where we're trying to get out of this dusty, crappy town.
we already alluded to that one. I like that. That fits well with the band.
Do we still need one more or?
Let's see. Let's do one. We need Wasteland. Do one or two more. We can keep See You on the Road Skag if we want to.
Maybe we don't need another hero. Just
That's what I was thinking.
Love it.
We
That's
don't
a
need
fine
another
choice.
hero. Yeah.
Beautiful.
We don't need another guitarist.
That's right. Better off without him. Some of the band says. Beautiful. Excellent. And so that's the kind of world we are playing in. Excellent. That's plenty, I think. So, two back. All right. So let's. All right. Excellent. So, oh no, I got messed up. Excellent. So that is our world. You guys are Hot Dog Mayhem. It's about the message. We're in this cyberpunk world with an oppressive corporate state, and you guys want to smash it before it smashes you because we're rats on a sinking ship, probably in this wasteland. And the wasteland is a disillusioned wasteland because they don't need another hero. People have come, they've tried to make a difference, they've made statements, but in the end, the state has crushed them. And so, oh yeah, and then that was the last one was let's make a big break. I think that one we're gonna make it big. So that one is a good one to complete the quadrat. But yeah, but you guys are, because that's part of the complete scenario. And then, but you guys are a plucky punk band. You guys are different. You guys are gonna make it big. And so beautiful, beautiful. And also love is in the air. That matters. Because hormones are raging. Someone, maybe possibly all of y'all have you guys have romantic interests in the school, probably not within the band, but it is it's that kind of season. So a little Scott Pilgrim-esque in the air too. Cool. So That's our characters. That's our band. 126. And so, excellent. So you guys you're looking for your big break. You've got obviously the Battle of the Bands is coming up before too long. Manager has been working on you guys to get you straightened out, cleaned up. And so you guys are missing a guitarist, and things have been a little shaken up. And so whatever it is, regardless of Tresner's choices, it's a post-apocalyptic setting. Everybody's broke. Everything is, as Pauline mentioned, it's a dusty town, and you guys are trying to get out of here. And so what do you guys need to prepare yourselves for the Battle of the Bands to try and get ready? Do you want to try and find another guitarist? Are you looking for do you need new gear, new outfits, dirt on the other bands? What do you think what you're gonna do before the Battle of the Bands? Like, not immediately before, like it's like a few weeks out.
So we're all together right now. I'm just gonna run under that assumption.
You know what?
Run under the assumption we're all together in a group trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
Perfect.
where are you guys hanging out? It's your band, it's high school, but you're in high school. So do you imagine, where would you all four be able to come together easily? You talking at lunch? You talking in your practice space? Talking in Pauline's garage? What do you think? In the van?
Next to the dumpsters behind the cafeteria smoking cigarettes.
Yes.
I feel like that's like what I did in high school.
Sounds good.
I prefer to smoke cloves, so
it counts.
Hardcore, excellent. Behind the dumpster.
Raging dumpster fire smoking.
The scent of clothes
That sounds
covers
like
up
the
the
name
smell.
of our next song.
Murdoch, I can give you the best sounds for a guitar as much as I possibly can, because I just have this massive set list all the time with me, and you know this, but what should we do?
What do you need, darling?
I
Do you
mean-
guys think we need another guitarist, or do you think we'll be just fine without one?
Well, I mean, Damien thinks he can do it on his own, doesn't he? I mean, he's gone and started some stupid solo act called the 6-inch Screws. It's ridiculous. I mean, if he could do it by himself, we could do it with the four of us, right?
I don't think he's gonna make it without you guys.
Well, duh.
I mean, he only knows like 4 chords. It's kind of sad,
Oh my god, that is so savage.
but
Well, what do we think we're gonna have to do for the Battle of the Bands?
I mean, Damien wasn't the best, guitarist, but like he did kind of sing occasionally for us, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't like doing that either. I mean, I could do like backup vocals or something, but I can't be in the spotlight.
Murdoch, what's your singing voice like? You any good?
Happy birthday to you.
I mean, that's a sound right there. That's
I mean,
punk.
it could fit Hot Dog Mayhem like so well, because it's not about the sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like a punk rock Bob Dylan.
Right. He's that old guy, right? Yeah, I know him.
Amazing. Excellent. I like this idea. And also, you got MC Hot Wing. You are you jump on the mic and rap periodically. You have rhythm that you are able to do. And so what about, you guys need some new gear? How is the how's the stuff holding up?
I mean, I could always use some new strings.
Well, excellent, excellent. Well, you recently heard about a new shipment that perhaps maybe fell off the back of a truck. Murdoch, who's your gear guy? Who would you get stuff from? You're resourceful.
Right, yeah. It's Swanson down at the mall that doesn't exist anymore because we're in the apocalyptic wasteland.
Down at the old burnt out mall.
The old burnt out mall. I got a tip on some choice gear that fell off of a truck the other day.
Excellent. Wonderful. Tax free.
Cost free.
Like if they have like a decent board, not that mine is like imperfect or anything, because I spent so much time breaking that thing, and you know I can make the best freaking sounds on that thing, like you don't even have any idea. But we can definitely go and check it out.
I mean, especially if we find something that has a voice.
It's the cyberpunk dystopian world. You could totally find a piece of gear with a voice. Ooh, that's funny. Yep. Well, excellent.
Some sort of sentient guitar would be grand.
I mean, I've always kind of want to try out like a looper pedal. We could, you know, we don't need a guitar, so I just keep looping stuff, and with MC Hot Wing, we could keep it going.
Oh my god, our teamwork would be so flawless. Like you have no idea.
Yeah.
Wicca.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'd like some new straps, you know, preferably with some metal spikes on them, because I've adapted my old marching band drums for a walking punk rock drum kit, you know, and I've got sort of a makeshift pedal, and I've got a bass drum and a snare drum and a hi-hat strapped to myself, but the straps are wearing a bit thin in this dry desert air, so I could use with a bit of a reboot.
Yes. Yes. Good. Excellent. I'll drive. Excellent. That was going to be the next question. How do you guys get around?
Got this large blue dune buggy.
Does everybody fit in the dune buggy?
Who cares?
I feel like I'm pretty lightweight, so I can just like sit on the top and hold on for dear life.
Yeah, I kind of just like to hold on to the back. I mean, I'll use my belt to kind of strap myself to the roll cage. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that on the side as well with what's left of my current straps. I'll strap myself to the roll bars so I can play while we drive.
Oh my god, it's that scene from Mad Max where they're chasing him down and there's that guy with the guitar.
Yes.
And I'm the only one actually in the dune buggy.
Well, you only need one driver.
Yeah, there's room for everyone.
Wonderful. Excellent. So it's like the super version of the kids riding on bikes with one kid sitting on the handlebars, but it's like a dune buggy with everybody like holding on and shit. See, if you got two on opposite sides, it balances. It's great.
And the drummer on the back.
Yep, drummer on the back. That's right. Just lean whenever it's appropriate. Wonderful. Excellent. So you guys jump in the big blue dune buggy. You hit the streets of Cyber City, and it is it's very tall, it's dusty and windswept. And so you guys are probably going to be, you're going out to the are we going out to the wasteland in this burned out mall, or is it in the city proper?
On the edge of the city.
On the edge of the city. Excellent. Yes, excellent. So that's great. And so that's why it's burnt out, because we've got like desertification going on, and it's the city is getting eaten away at by the desert as it goes in. And so it's in that zone of it's still city, but how long? But for how long? And so instead of the city consuming the suburbs and things like that, the desert coming in. And so excellent. So you guys are going out to the edge of the city. You're driving, and you guys are going to, let's activate a aspect. Let's do a compel on one of you guys on so something happens on the road. Let's do smash the state before it smashes you. All right. So in comes you guys are driving, and we're gonna get some sirens that start going on behind you.
So slight bump in the road on top of the many we've already driven. Like, do you hear that? Like, Murdoch?
Chase it, it's the fuzz.
Gotta floor it.
Wonderful, excellent. So your response to this is you're going to be cruising away. And so let's pull up your character sheet. Cheese it, it's the fuzz. Excellent, good. And so I'm gonna say that let's give, oh, and that works well because no Karens allowed.
Manager. No, Karen.
So good. Just this is Murdoch's new aspect. Excellent. Well, that works well because Murdoch is impatient with time wasters, and that fits your aspect. Great. So I'm going to give you a fate point, and for doing that risky action. And so Murdoch, you get a bonus fate point, and because Cheese It, it's the fuzz, and but I'm going to make you do a drive roll.
Okay.
And
How do I
so
do that?
you if you open up your character sheet, then we've got drive is under your skills. It's one of your fair skills, and so you get a +2 bonus to it. But all you have to do to roll, but before you push the button, all you have to do to roll is you push the little, there's like a little button next to drive just to the left of it, and that will auto calculate your fate roll. So you don't have to mess with fate dice, and it'll automatically add your appropriate skill bonus to it, which is nice. But before we do that, we are going to talk about some bonuses that you can do on top of that, because it's the default is your the roll plus your skill bonus, and then we can do other bonuses on top of that. So, and you do that by spending fate points. And so each of these, each of you guys have 3 fate points to begin with. Murdoch, you got a bonus one because you're cheesing it, you're doing something risky. And then all of the world aspects have 2 free points, free fate points on them, free evokes on them that are ready to use. And so before you do a roll, you're going to pick which aspects you want to activate, and then you like pull out the fate points, make a little pile, and then we will use that as a bonus on top of your thing. You can spend as many fate points as you want to on a roll. Sometimes you want to go nuts and just like grab fate points, like 5 fate points off the table and say, screw it, +10 on top of this roll. But you have to justify each fate point that you're like using to add narratives to the story. So Murdoch, do you want to add bonuses on top of your normal drive roll? Are there any aspects you want to activate to explain why Murdoch would be particularly good at cheesing it from the fuzz?
I think I'd like to add impatient with time wasters.
Excellent. Good, good.
How do I do that?
So I'm going to just move your fate point, and we're going to make a little pile like right here, except for my mouse is being weird. There we go. Yeah, we're going to make a little pile. So that's one from yourself personally. Any world aspects that might be relevant about that you would want to pull off of and add to this?
Smash the state before it smashes you.
Smash the state. That's right. Excellent. And so I like that. And so you're going to get a total of +4 on top of this bonus. seems like a reasonable place to start. And but you could add more if you want to, but yeah, so how about we do that as a starting point, and then hit the little button next to your drive skill, and then we'll add +4 on top of that. Beautiful. Excellent. And so you got a total of 7. You got a 3 on your base. Add 4 fate points on top of that. And that is the equivalent to an epic drive as you are cruising away. And so you feel good about that takeoff. And I'm gonna roll for the bad guys. And let's see how they do. Oh, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, roll 20. Behave. There we go. All right, let's just roll that. Okay, cool. Not a good roll. And then, but they're going to be spending some fate points for the cops to try and keep up with you. And so, but yes, so you got so they got like a 4. Your 7 beats their 4. So you peel off. You start getting some distance on the police. You look back. It is a motorcycle cop, because we're in a cyberpunk setting. So of course it is a juiced out Akira style motorcycle. And that is trying to keep up with you, and it's, you can clearly tell it's a corporate police officer. We don't have any state, or we don't have any like government anymore, and so they are trying to get off of you. You get a distance, and so you guys are going to then and so I'm going to add a yeah, no, let's not add an aspect yet. So excellent. So you get some distance on the police, and then you see that as that siren starts to fade, you hear you see smaller flashing lights start descending from the sky towards you, and you see that there are a number of drones that have come down, like police drones, that are keeping up with you guys, and are and they issue a they start making out a beat. You can hear them, their sirens start to thrum and pulse, and you start getting this like and the street starts to light up like a nightclub from these drones, and you hear over a really loud speaker the opening words to a song, to like, yeah, the opening lyrics to like a rap song, it says like, "This is the police, you are evading arrest, you are you'll never get away because we're the best," something like that. And so yes, cops theme song. And so they are you're evading arrest, and so but you have you've got the advantage on them of having distance. And so the cops have they are at a disadvantage, but they are still engaging you in a musical conflict, because as I said, you are evading arrest. And so we are going to be doing a song. Then in that case, it's going to be a little kind of demo song. We got the idea of how to do a skill roll. And in Fate, you do those kind of like off and on in between things just to kind of help move stuff along if you want to get some gauges. But the big stuff where Rock Lips really shines is the idea of doing these actual musical style numbers. And so, and like I said, it's kind of Bollywood-esque, and so music pops out whenever and wherever. And so the way this works is this is under your Rockalypse Quick Play PDF, if you want to pull that guy up. And songs work in, they have initiative is done by these different counts. And a song is broken down into 4 different points, 4 different phrases. And so it is basically like kind of 4 different areas of themes. And so count 1 is your overcomes. And so that is where you deal with personal obstacles. Right now, you guys don't have any obstacles on the board at the moment. The cops haven't set that up. And even if they did, you've been already like, you've kind of reversed the obstacles on them already. And so count 2 is where you create advantages. And that's where you add aspects to your song. We have world aspects, you got band aspects, those are going to stick around. And then song aspects, however, are only in play during the song. And so those are things we're going to add to the board. Each one is going to, when you're going to roll, based on how good you roll, they're going to start out with 1, 2, or 3 different free fate points. And then people can use those to boost themselves in later rolls. And so that's like the way the song kind of it works. You set up, like, people start setting up aspects, start laying down beats, building up the song, and then in count 3 is when you start doing your attacks. And each person is going to pick which count each round. They pick which one they're going to do, and then so attacks are where you actually follow through. You can use melody and rhyme for attacks, and but you might have other ideas for but you guys have stunts, which are basically feats on your character sheet. And so they are and so they are some kind of more options you can use if you want to engage them. But basically we're going to stick with skills, and then you can kind of flower out if you want to. But yes, so attacks are count 3, and then count 4 are defense. And basically this goes on with both bands, like playing music back and forth, and it kind of goes on simultaneously. And so each of you guys are going to pick basically what you're going to do at the beginning of each round, each phrase, and then we'll just kind of roll through it. So and at the beginning, we spend a little while doing advantages, but you can divide out the teamwork. And so and then we'll ask, and this kind of mirrors just like a small old school D&D reference, old school gaming reference, but they are some of the older kind of like D&D style games would have, instead of doing initiatives, you break combat down into different sections, like who's going to do a range attack, who's going to cast a spell, who's going to do a melee attack, things like that. And it's actually kind of an interesting, different way to doing initiative. But anyways, ramble. Let's play some music. So who wants to create some advantages for your team? Celestine, what are we going to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to start the groove off because that's what I do. And you're going to recognize the initial beats of the classic Rage Against the Machine, but I'm going to mash it up with some NWA, a song I'm not going to name. But
we know.
Because, yeah, we don't, I don't play with the fuzz. So let's get this going.
Wonderful. Excellent. So we are going to be, you're going to be getting us started, and you are, and so what are we going to call this beat? So let's see, it is NWA plus Rage. What do you think we call this beat?
I won't do what you tell me.
Basically.
I like it. Love it. Beautiful. All right, that is our baseline to get us started. And so are you. So we do that with a roll, and you are going to be using, it sounds like a rhythm roll. To me, what skill are you gonna be using? Yeah. Rhythm.
If this is a rhythm roll, yeah, that would be
Yeah. That
right.
sounds
Yeah,
reasonable. Yep.
yeah. I'm pretty good
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that.
Because you're the bassist, you're gonna be getting the rhythm
Yeah.
going. This is start the groove. And so before you do that, what kind of aspects would you like to activate to add bonuses on top of this to get your groove going?
I think my surprisingly extensive repertoire, I don't think you've ever heard Rage and NWA mashed up quite like this.
Beautiful. Love it. Excellent. Surprisingly expensive repertoire. Excellent. What else are we going to be putting on? What else are we going to be putting on there? You can use as many fate points as you want to.
I mean, I could always say I'm jumping in when I shouldn't, but I feel like I should here. So
I feel like I should here. That seems appropriate.
yeah. I feel like, yeah.
Beautiful.
Gotta.
Beautiful. Excellent. All right. And so go to your character sheet, hit the little plus button next to rhythm, and we'll see your roll. All right. That is and so excellent. So you got a 7. And so that is a do you get +3 for that? Let's see, what's our, yeah. Great. So we'll do 3 fate points on that. And but this one is this baseline is a temporary aspect that will only be around during the song. So those points are up for grabs by anybody. Use them or you lose them. So do we want any other advantages by the teammates?
I mean, I can reinforce some of that too, because I have those mad, what is it? What are they called? I forgot what they're called all of a sudden. Sets. There we go.
Samples.
Yes.
Get those samples. Beautiful. Excellent. So let's have you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because, and Celestine, you are start the groove is like a bonus action. And it only applies in the first round. And so you can still do another action if you want to do an attack or defend as well. And you're good at defending if you want to do that too. But I think you have some other, bassist has some interesting stunts.
Yeah, I think I'll hold off and wait to defend if needed.
Perfect. Love it. All right, so MC Hotwing is going to be getting us started, or not started, compiling on to this, to the beat that has been kicked off by the bassist. And so we are going to be doing, you can use any skill you want for creating an advantage. That's open-ended, but you can only you can only attack and defend with certain skills. So MC Hotwing, are you going to be, you're using your sample library?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So are you going to be, are you layering in words? Are you layering in beats? What's coming in?
Beats.
Beats. Excellent. So let's do that with a rhythm roll. And
hold on, Megan.
Too many glow sticks. Oh, these are good.
Okay, so I click the plus sign.
You click the plus sign. Okay. And do you want to spend any fate points on this or draw any fate points from the board?
Sure, I can spend a thing.
Yes, excellent.
So then that would be, oh yeah, see, endless sample library. I was clicking much this before. And then I can put it in any of these things.
Yep.
Can we put a fate point in Have You Seen a Girl with Hair Like This?
Yes.
I just feel like hormonal rage is appropriate. Excuse me, officer.
So that's part of the flavor that's being put in from MC Hotwing's Are we getting some Nelly or something going on? Like,
You just don't understand.
you can't slow us down. My love will go on.
I won't do what you tell me.
I won't do what you tell me, and I'm hormonal.
Wonderful. Okay, excellent. So we get a nice new so that's a +8 total. And so that is, I think, legendary. Yep, legendary. And so this is going to be another 3-point aspect. Put them to the back. And so what are we going to be calling your song aspect? To the back. It's a rhythm, it's a sample, it's a deep sample because you got a library going, but it's got a romantic tone. It could be spicy, it could be what are we getting on?
Oh my
Is it gonna
gosh.
be soulful? Yeah, tell me.
So you guys, hold on. So, hey, hold on. I'll show you in a second. Right now, DJ Snake is in the house. You gotta think like Justin Bieber and how he's fighting for the love and all the emotion behind it.
Excellent. This is some Bieber.
Bieber in the house.
Bieber in the oh, it's on the streets. Bieber in the streets.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
No, Bieber in the house.
You used to believe we were, what is it, holding on the edge of something beautiful. Okay?
That's much better. You used to believe. Love it. Wonderful. Maybe we're getting some flashes back to like one of the high school dances with this, like with the strobe lights or something. Oh no, that face. Wonderful. Excellent. So those are our advantages that have been created. And so
Are we all creating advantages or no? Do we need to create more?
You got a lead on the cop.
Oh, okay.
He is going to be he's going to be creating some advantages for himself. Paste. Roll for him.
I got a question. I have this stunt that says that if that always in tune fails count as ties when you create an advantage with harmony. So is that something I would do now, or?
Oh yeah, that sounds like a great thing.
Okay. So I'll harmonize with the beats on, some by some means.
Beautiful. And which stunt is this again?
It's called Always in Tune.
Yes. Fails count as ties. Nice. Great. Give us that roll. Yeah.
So that would be a harmony roll?
That would be a harmony roll. And before you roll, are you going? That's right. What are you going to be putting on top of this? Can we add any bonuses? Like any aspects that you're going to activate?
Well, I guess one of my aspects that I added is must always be on time. And I don't really want to be late to the mall because we might not be able to buy what we need.
That's correct. You don't want to get sharked. Excellent. And so we've got Pauline coming in with the marching band on the back with the drum kit.
I think what I would do is match the beat with my drumsticks, but I also have like a megaphone hooked up for backup vocals, and I'll just be letting out a high-pitched scream in time with the to harmonize with everything.
Oh my God, yes. What are we going to be calling this? Blast harmony? Like
scream harmony, maybe?
Scream harmony.
Like harmonic shriek.
Harmonic shriek.
Primordial screaming.
Primordial screaming.
When the void screams back.
Oh my God, Pauline, this is like the best thing I've ever heard come from you. And that is so much of a compliment. Oh my God, just keep going.
Beautiful. Excellent. And so what are we what aspects are we going to be adding to this for you for our bonuses? Oh yeah, so it must always be on time. You already said that one. You want any world ones? You want to pull off of any of the play off some of your other teammates? We've got they've done a good job with you used to believe. Oh yeah, you're harmonizing with them. So how about you draw off 1 or 2 points from either it I won't do what you tell me or used to believe.
So I don't know entirely how that works, but I'll try it.
All right, yeah. It's basically like pick which one, or you could grab one from each.
Mhm. Does me grabbing those things put someone else back in their next move though, or is it like?
No, these are just resources that are on the table to be used for this song.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, excellent. And so, all right, let's do. All right, let's do. You won't do what you. I won't do what you tell me. That one, you're harmonizing, getting in on that. That NWA, and that. And what was it? 9 Inch Nails? No, what are we?
Rage.
Rage. Thank you. Excellent. Good. Excellent. So you got a good roll. Phil, you got your 8. And so that's going to be so cool. So you spent 1, but you generated some other ones. And with the primordial scream. And so you guys are set up for a big attack if you want to. So excellent. So those are some great bonuses and some great rolls. And so then we go on to attacks. And I think, let's see, we've had, who hasn't gone yet? We've got Celestine. Oh yeah, Murdoch, you can do stuff. And then we've got, and then Celestine, you still have 1 action in reserve because you did a bonus action to begin with. So what do you think, Murdoch? Do you want to attack? Do you want to defend? You gonna jump on that mic?
I don't know what they told you, but I don't sing.
I don't know, Murdoch. I think when you start like yelling at us, that's pretty punk rock. So just like,
Very harmonious.
yeah, just like yell at the cops, man.
You've done that before.
All right. We'll try it.
Yes, use that heavy smoker's voice that you've been working on for like it seems like forever to get that guttural thing going. Like
Yeah.
we believe in you. You do it to us all the time.
Yeah, I've been working on it for at least a week.
Okay, what do I do
Wonderful.
here? What do I do here, Kyle?
All right. So if you're doing an attack, then you're going to be punching through. And so you're going to pick which aspects you want to use. And you can use like attacks. Usually people like put in like a bunch of fate points so that you can do deal a bunch of damage. And your teammates have already set the stage up beautifully for you. And also like if you and also like these the song aspects are going to end when, and I will delete them when the song is over. And so those fate points will go back in the pile. So use them and lose them.
Let's use them.
That's right. So Murdoch's getting on the mic. I'm thrilled.
While I'm driving, apparently. It's gonna be great.
And so what are we going to be doing? Let's get off of this. I mean, we've got the primordial scream to work off of. We've got, it's about the message. The Bieber setup.
So am I able to, like, the primordial scream, I won't do what you tell me, and you used to believe go away after whatever I do, right?
After whenever the song finishes. And so we'll probably do 1 or 2 more rounds, depending on
Okay.
how badly you devastate the police officer with your attack,
Sick vocals.
with your sick vocal. If it's a weak follow through, we're going to be definitely doing another round. If you really knock it out the park and really dig in, you could potentially finish them off in a single stroke. I mean, it's just a beat cop.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to just like dump everything into this, like all of the just polish off the 3 song aspects.
What do you guys think? Should I polish off the 3 song aspects in my yelling at the police officer and add in no Karens allowed?
And add in no Karens allowed.
I mean, yeah, I want to go to the freaking mall.
Let's get there.
Maybe you can target the Karen that called these pigs on us in the first place.
Excellent. Get that Karen. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 fate points going into this roll. So it doesn't matter what your skill bonus is going to be at all.
All right. What am I rolling?
Let's do let's hit
Rhythm?
rapport. Yeah,
Oh,
let's do rhythm
rapport.
on this one. Rhythm or rapport. You're not a singer.
I'm not.
As you
Like, I'm
mentioned.
gonna be just kind of, oh.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do rapport. Hit that one. All right. So 3 plus 18 is 21. Very much so off the charts.
I made a critical hit.
Yeah, that's a freaking critical hit. And so the beat cop is beat cop, get it? Wicca. And so yeah, no, it was bad. And so the so he's got his drone backup. He is going to be adding in, he's going to be doing a defend roll. And he is still going to be sending an attack on you guys. So, but he's going to be obliterated. But in the moment, we've got Celestine here to defend from the attack, where he says like, again, it's going to be a rhyme attack that's coming in, and his so let's pull that up. And so let's do so Celestine, you're doing a defend roll.
I've got my Thrasher's Glare, which is +2 to defend against rhyme attacks. So
Beautiful.
I just
Oh.
give him the death stare of you are nothing. Rethink your life choices, man.
Sick. Oh my god, brutal. And so we've got Thrasher's Glare coming in, and you can defend with either rhythm or will. So you are much better in rhythm than you are in will. Just putting that on,
I'll
on the
do
table.
rhythm.
And so you're going to be doing that, and then you get a 2 on top of that for your Thrasher's Glare. So you're going to defend 4 points, and then I guess you would actually be able to see his attack before, so you can decide. So let me roll his attack, and then you can, and that way you know how much is coming at you. Okay. So, okay, cool. So he got a default roll of 4, which is a good roll, decent roll. And so he is going to be adding +4 on top of that. So he's got 8 points of damage coming at you guys. And so, Celestine, you are going to be defending 4 points of that at least. And then do you want to involve any aspects on there? We polished off the song aspects, so those are going to be going away probably at the end of this because this isn't going to be going on any longer. But you guys might get damaged.
Yeah, I think my teddy bear inside, Spiky outside, like I look a lot meaner than I am. So that
You
death glare is
do.
pretty intimidating.
You do. Love it. Excellent. So yes, that death, yeah. And I like you, yeah, you're like hanging on the side of the strapped into the side of the dune buggy, playing bass, just glaring down this cop and the drones. And excellent. Okay, great. And so then we've got 2 points of damage that's going to be coming through, and it is psychic, or so damage is done with stress in Fate. And so you can either have physical stress or mental stress. And I like to kind of just like often let people choose who's taken the hits from the team. And so there is, so who wants to take, let's say 2 of you get 1 point of damage, either mental or physical. Who wants to get a little, who's taking it on the chin for the team?
I'm the manager. I'll take it.
Yep, excellent. Is this one of them? Are you doing is this gonna hurt? Is this hurting you physically or mentally? Let's do let's say this is like a mental attack at this point because it's words.
Yeah.
So 1 point of mental for Murdoch.
He
Excellent.
was right. I can't sing.
Oh. Ooh, maybe the drones like sample some of your words and play them back to you.
Oh, I sound awful.
I sound awful. So excellent. So you get a ding, and then who else is going to take this this wrangle with the police personally?
I mean, Pauline's on the back of the buggy, so probably in the line of fire the most. So.
Yep, that makes sense. Excellent. So Pauline, this one hits your soul. So you take a mental point of damage, of stress. And excellent. But the onslaught of your attack, Murdoch, you might you know, it hurt your feelings a little bit, but good God, did you obliterate them? That was so this is going to be like crazy critical success as you just like blow them away. And like there are bonuses are going to be happening here. And so because yeah, like there's other people on the road, other people saw you guys do this crazy good performance, like people are cheering your name, Murdoch, and you're getting the like Hot Dog Mayhem is getting streamed. You probably got some views and stuff like that from like there were the police drones, but this is a cyberpunk dystopian world, so there were other like you know, private streamers basically that are around, and especially when there's like a chase or something like this, they're going to be coming in. So your cell phones are starting to blip up on your whoever does the social media, probably Murdoch. And so Hot Dog Mayhem is getting tagged in all kinds of posts and stuff like that. And like, holy shit, did you guys see this? Looks like Hot Dog Mayhem has a new singer. Can't wait to see them at the Battle of the Bands. And and the clips are going up, and we're getting the you know, hashtag I do what I want to, stuff like that. And so yeah, so you guys, and you burn rubber, people are you don't hit any more traffic because people are thrilled that you're coming this way. They want to watch you, but they are not going to be getting in your way. And so excellent. So you guys arrive at the burnt out old mall on the edge of town. And and so what are we I want to get some more visuals on this mall, and I'm going to give you guys some fate points because that was great. By the way, Murdoch, you're going to get a fate point. I like Celestine's double. Awesome. And so that way we're getting a little refilled. Because yeah, that was beautiful. And so excellent. So the dune buggy pulls up, and let's get some fun visuals on this burnt out mall. And oh, cool. We got some people on the stream watching. Thanks, guys. And excellent. So I've been so hyped and into the game, I haven't looked at but people are interacting. So hi, friends. And excellent. So yes, less dice. And so we are, and I play it extra loosey-goosey because it's funner that way. And so, so let's get some visuals on this mall. Tell me, y'all, what are we thinking of this mall? It's on the edge of town? Is it tall? Is it wide? Is it actually burnt out? Is it boarded up? What do you guys imagine this mall is like?
I don't know about you guys, but I think about, like, Wall-E, how everything's kind of like falling apart and there's boxes everywhere and buildings are kind of like half collapsed in certain places. And like, that's where my brain goes, is Wall-E.
Right. The glass is all shattered out, but there's this big atrium area in the middle that's been just graffitied over, and like just
Yeah, I
like
picture a lot of graffiti, a lot of like half assembled mannequins that have been like stripped of clothing, but are just kind of, someone took some time to pose them around.
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's like Fallout Raider camps.
Yes, with the trash barrels that they use for fires.
Yes.
Oh my
For
God.
some reason, the old like Orange Julius, like the sign is still intact.
It still turns on.
Yeah,
For
it's the
some
most
reason.
valuable
It's like
thing in
sacred
space,
ground.
man.
Right.
Can't go
This is
without-
hallowed ground. It's like,
You don't mess with smoothies.
Hell no.
Oh my
like
God,
the
it's so
the
good.
mall is where like the treaty place, no violence in the mall.
Step foot in the Holy Orange Julius. Present your case, heathen.
Wonderful. And this is a perfect location for a something to have happened to fall off a truck around here. And so because the corporate police are not going to be coming out here. And are you guys like buying things from Raiders? Murdoch, this is your guy. Or is it going to be just Raiders are in the area?
My guy is the raider.
Is it? I'm asking you, are you guys going to meet up with some Raiders, or are you guys going to be kind of like dodging the Raiders to go see somebody else in the area?
I had a thought that my guy is the guy that lives in the atrium and rules at the Orange Julius stand with his mannequin army.
Perfect. Excellent. So yeah, so you go around, you're looking around the mall for a little while, and then you see the Orange Julius sign lighting up over there, and you're like, that's the spot.
All of the burnt out musicians are around their little barrel fires. They're his lackeys and his minions, and they found this, like,
look at the stash that we found from this truck master. We brought it to you.
Like,
excellent. Suddenly he has a lab coat. I don't know. So this is beautiful. Yes, the glowing light of the Orange Julius.
Right.
The glowing light of the trash can fires.
Right.
Picture
What's his
a
name
lab
from
coat
the?
with- Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Like, I had pictured the guy from the John Wick movies that has all the pigeons.
I like the lab coat look, but he's got all those authentic sewn-on patches.
Yes. Like the old legit band patches.
Yes, yeah. Instead of the denim coat, it's a lab coat.
Yes. He rated the
I need
Hot
one of those
Topic.
in my real life. Wear that to a show.
We should
Yeah.
bring him a hot dog mayhem patch.
Yes.
Yes. With his army of mannequins. Oh, that's a good one. Excellent. Patched lab coat. I'm writing that down just for me. Excellent. All right. And so and so that's what we're seeing in here. So you go up to him, you give him the hot dog mayhem patch. And he says, what is the accent for this dude?
I'm leaving that on you, bro.
I know. That's I have to make some choices as the DM eventually. I can't just offload it all on you. But that's the fun of fate, though, is it because it's so squishy and malleable. And so yeah. And so we've got lab coat guy, and he is let's go with the Murdoch, my old friend. Glad you could come out and check out our new supplies. What are you in the market for?
My band has some very specific requests, and we wanted to see if you could help fill them so that we can bring glory in the battle of the bands.
Well, you're buying on supplying. Come on back. And so he like takes you through like a the back room into the Orange Julius where the kitchen would be normally or whatever, and there's like a cloth curtain he like pulls to the side, and so you guys go in, and each of you start with somebody other than Murdoch is going to be you guys each see something that like makes your heart jump. You're like, oh shoot, I need this in my life. Is it we mentioned maybe a new board, a new set of maybe turntables for MC Hot Wing. There's mannequins with outfits on them. There are instruments hanging on the wall, and all of this stuff has it's still got there's like crates with packing peanuts around, and so there's stuff is still like not even fully unpacked. So lots of interesting juicy stuff. But what do we see that really calls to us in here?
Oh my god, 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 look at those headphones. And I just look over and there's this pair of headphones that instead of cat ears are like little devil horns with some little lights on it. You guys, I like seriously though, like I need that. Do you know how hot our band would be if I just had those? Like I would drop the sick beats, you guys would play your thing, but I would be like the center of the show, drawing all the attention.
Yes. Thank you. Mine. Wonderful. Excellent. So there are the perfect headphones for MC Hot Wing. They fit the hottest, and so hotter than fires of hell. So, all right, Pauline, what do you see that calls to you?
Well, I'm looking at a set of very lightweight drums that must have been traded in by a failed heavy metal band, because they're all emblazoned with that kind of like goat skull image, with the horns and the skull, and the heads are red, and they look like I could strap them all to my marching band gig, but be a bit more lightweight, so I could squeeze a few more in, have a few more drum heads to choose from.
Nice. Excellent. They are lightweight, but oh, do they boom. And so they pack a big punch. And so, yeah, they are dense, and they've got a nice, you can get a real good, ominous, maybe they're haunted. Who knows? Well, this is Cyberpunk City. So yeah, maybe there probably some cool alloy, something like that, something synthy, well designed, and or super old school that contrasts. Like maybe it's something that is like way better, like it's like real goat skin, like better than this like alloy trash, 3D printed trash that you normally get.
Yeah, maybe it's actually not a heavy metal band. It might have been from some kind of satanic cult or something.
Heavy metal band. Wonderful.
They're from the deep south.
um,
Like from Little Nicky from the deep south.
Good, excellent. Drums, real goat skin. Satanic drums, real goat skin. Excellent. And these would be added on as you guys are you get new gear, you would be adding them on as like basically new aspects onto your character. We don't have enough space to write them, but just remember your sweet new gear. And so you guys can be evoking that as you spend fate points during the game too, because you guys are gonna be getting this gear, probably. And so Celestine, what are you getting? What do you see that calls that motivates Brant out of the back?
Okay, so I grab onto like Murdoch's shoulders and I say, "Do you see that? Do you see that?" And on one of the mannequins is this like, it's like this mashup of like a Bootsy Collins style outfit mixed with like maybe a little Kiss, maybe a little Guar, much more like metal. You've got all the spikes, like, but it's kind of covered in rhinestones too. It's like amazing.
Oh my God.
It, I
Well, go try it
I need
on,
that.
darling. Go try it on.
No, like this is my life, man.
Well,
I
then
will
you
die without this.
gotta do the thing that will fill your soul and make you tight AF. Get them.
So I go try it on.
Wonderful, excellent. Oh, and it fits. I mean, but also it's like, that Guar style thing. And so it's got straps. And so you can tighten it and adjust it. And the spikes are so good. Oh man. Side note, I got to work Riot Fest in Chicago a couple weekends ago outdoors at a booth, and I didn't get to see any shows, but I could see the main stage off in the distance, and the only show I got to see was Guar, because they were the only ones that were loud enough and big enough and shiny enough for me to be like, oh, I recognize that beat. And it's like, oh yeah, I can see the spikes from here.
Dude, I'm 2 hours away from Chicago and I could see the spikes from here.
That's right. Oh, I love it. Excellent. And so, the the guy, obviously he's in his lab coat, but he's smoking a cigarette because that's the way life goes. And he says, oh yeah, and Murdoch, what do you see? What is going to be added to your kit bag or your stage setup or your new are we going to get you a new microphone?
Maybe some auto tune.
Yes, that. With a new hat.
And a new hat for being in the front. Oh, good, yes.
My new hat will be an old recycled policeman's helmet. And on the back of it is spray painted, "I won't do what you tell me."
Excellent. Awesome. So with that, Murdoch, we're going to switch out one of your skills. And so let you add, because this happens, this is one of the other options when you kind of increase in power, is you get to switch, you can choose to add new aspects, or you can choose to switch out some of your skills. And so let's switch one of yours for either melody or rhyme. What are we going to be getting rid of? Maybe rhythm.
Yeah,
maybe
we could
stealth.
we could switch. Oh God. No, I gotta be real sneaky if I'm gonna
You
make
need it.
people think that I can
Yes.
sing.
Nobody will
Like-
notice the auto tune because it will be sneakily used.
Right. What if we switch out rhythm for
For a rhyme.
rhyme?
All right.
What's up, Celestine? You're shaking your head. No,
No, I'm having a great time. This is amazing.
you're just enjoying your new outfit.
Keep imagining with the auto tune that you're going to be like the T-Pain of punk rock.
I'm on a boat. No,
Right?
my
Oh,
flippy
man.
floppies. Okay. I'm
Yes. That's the water world option for Rockalypse, which
Oh
is
my
a
God.
great time. Highly recommend the water world. Instead of doing wasteland, you do or you do wasteland. Instead of doing it in the desert, you do it's a water wasteland.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
It's a keeper. So excellent. All right. So your buddy, your dealer, your guy, he says, all right, yeah, no, I can see all that fitting you. It's pretty pricey though. It's pretty pricey. Tell you what, I'll cut you a deal. I've been having some raiders coming through and messing with my shop over by the hangout at the Hot Topic, of course. And and so you go clear those guys, those jokers out. And you know, I'll give you you know, we can do this stuff at a deal, and maybe we do a little sponsorship for you guys. Poses.
You say, gang, we need sponsors.
Murdoch, don't take offense. We don't need sponsors. It's just something that gives us a little bit of extra cushion. And plus, we can clear out the Hot Topic, which has been filled with phonies for what? Since like 2013 at least. Remember pants with straps? I remember pants with straps.
Pauline looks self-consciously down at her pants.
Pauline, no, I love your pants. You need to just keep them on.
Just keep them on.
Pauline, I think what she's saying is you need more straps.
I know I need more straps. I just now that MC said that straps pants are bad, I'm questioning my whole look.
Not for bad. I said, remember strappy pants? Like Hot Topic sold out forever ago, and then they stopped carrying the Trip brand of jeans, which more straps equals a happy life. Seriously, like I could get myself tangled up in those things so freaking fast. Have you ever been stuck in a door, like one of those double doors in the high school with the pole? Have you ever accidentally gotten stuck on one of those? I have. Those pants are freaking magic.
I mean, I think the thing with straps is you have to use them for something. Like I've got gear strapped to all my straps, but if you just got straps dangling, they're going to get caught in things.
I find them aesthetically pleasing and think that they enhance my image like 14-fold. So they do serve a purpose.
All right. So can we use our new gear to fight the Hot Topic
You can.
people? All right.
You can, absolutely. They're pretty serious over there, the Hot Topic guys.
I love you guys so much.
And so you guys gear up, you re-equip, you got your new stuff. Murdoch is geared up with the auto tune, and you got the horns are glowing, the spikes are spiky, the spikes are shining, and yes, so you guys head over to the Hot Topic. You guys how are we gonna approach this hot topic? Are you kicking down the door? You coming in through the back?
What does it look like when we get it in our line of sight?
Excellent. So it's got those like the barbed wire and like raider like tire setup out front, so it's barricaded. And but you see some raiders out there hanging out. You can see oh yeah, no, this is what we're doing. And you're a little far away, but you can see them like tuning some stringed. They're like hanging out. Some people are tuning some stringed instruments on the front because they don't have guns. They all have musical instruments. And so yeah, so you see some a handful of raiders hanging out front of the hot topic.
I mean,
Smoking cigarettes.
are these guys like for real?
They look pretty real.
I think we should just go in loud and take them by surprise. No time for chit chat. You know, we just attack right now.
We walk up and we look like out of the old movies where there's just line of people walking in, bum bum bum, like.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Now, if only there was explosions behind us to make this slow walk up real good.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. It's gonna be the first line of our song.
Yeah. Well, if you wanna have explosions going on behind you, that's a craft check from somebody, and that
I
would
have
be,
that.
You
I
have
can do
that.
pyrotechnics.
And so let's say you guys roll in, and let's start out with the creating advantages. And so Murdoch, you can if you want to start us off with a craft check to do some pyrotechnics.
I've got these. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've got these new drums that make a big boom, but if you could time your explosions with my drums, I think that would be really, really fantastic.
Wait. I've got it. What if I start out with Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy? I just think. What do you think?
Yes.
And then when the drums come in and the pyrotechnics, they won't know what hit them.
Yup, you're going to the hot topic. Offspring is starting to play. Yup.
As it should be.
Speaking of my high school. Excellent. So Murdoch, give us that craft check for your pyrotechnic entrance.
Well, that stunk.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you. Do you want to add fate points on this before your roll?
I do.
All right. What are we gonna be doing? This is gonna be the end of today. I mean, this is gonna be the final fight. So fate points refresh at the end of the day. So no need to necessarily conserve them. We got plenty of fate points on the board and on our characters.
Let's do, it's about the message.
That's right.
And we don't need another hero.
That's right.
And one of mine.
And one of yours. Beautiful. All right. What aspect are we getting from Murdoch? Gear bag of tricks. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you got a 4. You got you're adding 6 on top of that. So that is a solid 10. They're beyond legendary. And I think if I was actually paying attention to the fate as opposed to just like really enjoying this beautiful game with you guys, I would be setting difficulties for some of these roles, and there would be like success with style and things like that. But this is this is a success with style, so you get a bonus fate point on that. because that's how things break down in fate. It's either a failure, a success, or a success with style. And I think there might be ties too, but anyways. So success with style, legendary, and pyrotechnic entrance, getting us started. And so, who wants to create another advantage in round one? Celestine?
Well, I've got my, where'd it go? I just lost it. My advantage. Start the groove.
That's right. And so you're walking up with the bass, you got your gear, you got your costume on. I mean, so your advantage can be anything. It can be you know, do you want, does Start the Groove require you to use rhythm? I can't remember.
Let me see. It's just a additional free invoke on the first advantage. Oh, with rhythm.
With
Sorry.
rhythm, great, excellent. So yes, so this is a groove. So beautiful. All right. So you're going to be using rhythm. What are we going to be adding on top of this? What aspects? Because flat rolls are boring.
Yeah.
At least that's how I play fate.
I feel like the aspect of hold on, I can't see it. I have a thing. Have you seen a girl with hair like this? Like, especially right after the whole like cop chase scene, and then finding this amazing outfit. I'm like manic at this point. I'm invincible. So nothing can harm me.
Yeah, except for the eyes of that beautiful one raider who just stands out. Got the glowing light of the, like, one of the last functional like lights in this area, like just swings, and you can see her like or is it a whatever this person, I don't know, I don't remember what Brant is into. I guess maybe ladies. But you see somebody who just goes straight to your heart. Raider girl, somebody from the other side of the like some of the some star-crossed love, Romeo and Juliet style. And yeah, so she is definitely on the other opposing band. And so saucer plate eyes from Brant, as you get things rolling, and she like emerges with her perfectly coiffed Hot Topic hair with like the hair gel with the colors in it and stuff, strappy pants, whatever. Excellent. So you're going to be adding these bonuses, but she is on the table, and so Brant is feeling a little dumbstruck at the moment. What does she play? Tell me, Celestine.
I don't know why I got Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy, in my head when you described her, but that's what came to mind.
Oh, it's Avril. Excellent.
And she's in front of a Hot Topic. It's poetic.
Well, yeah, she's got the tie and the tank top with the spiky wristbands.
Ties and tank tops. I haven't thought about that in so long.
I know, that was the middle school, ma'am.
Mom, look it.
Oh man, ties and tank tops. That's so funny. We excellently. So we got this eyeshadowed tie and tank top raider out there, and so she is going to be in that case, then she's going to be the singer. And so we are so you guys roll in. We've got pyrotechnic entrance, and then we're going to be calling your we're going to be doing your boop, your new aspect for the song, which is back. Let's see, what are we going to call this? Raider love. I don't know. It's a cheap chick reference, maybe. What are we gonna call this, Celestine? What are we calling your beat aspect? I think you're muted, by the way. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, no. Gosh. Yeah, I mean, I did like the radar love reference.
Or the hot topic. Sorry, it's your thing, Celestine. That just
no,
flashed into my
that's
brain.
that's great.
Excellent. All right. And beautiful. So okay, excellent. So we've got the hot topic, and in the air, that the spicy bass line coming out to go with the pyrotechnics. And then Pauline, you mentioned you were going to be getting in or she's going to be timing, Murdoch's timing the pyrotechnics to your drums. Do you want to create an advantage for the team, or are you going to be saving it for an attack or defend?
Well, I guess I'd like to just go on a full attack with the rhythm. I don't know if I should save it for that.
I think that sounds great. We are getting close to the end of this here session, and because I do want to leave a little bit of time for question and answers before we go. But yes, so let's have you, Pauline, do the attack, or at least one of the attacks for this round.
All right, so I'm looking in the hot topic, right? And I see in there Damien Trasnor, our estranged guitarist, is fraternizing with this rabble. And I think he's gone and joined their band. He's left us. But one thing I know about Damien is that he's incapable of following any kind of complex rhythm. He's strictly a 4/4 kind of person. So I'm going to come with a polyrhythmic beat to completely throw him off. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to throw him off completely.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
With pyrotechnics going off in the background. We don't need another hero.
Oh my goodness. Oh, good. Oh, good. This is good. Excellent. Okay, excellent. So Pauline is coming in with the polyrhythmic attack, blowing us away, and targeted at Damien, that mopey, and excellent. So we're going to be coming in with you, and what are we going to add on top of this?
Well, I see some media drones hovering about, so I think this is our big break.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've got the pyrotechnic entrance backing me up.
Yep.
I might have to overcome my discomfort being in the spotlight is all, but so I don't know if that works against me. But
let's do it as you are getting over that. So this is our big break. We don't need another hero. Pyrotechnic entrance. Just throw a bunch of that stuff on here. And then, yeah, because we should probably just close this out. And then, yeah, so let's just boop all that stuff up.
Pauline, throw it all.
I'm throwing everything I've got at him.
Yep, that's right. All right. And and it's about the message. All right, let's do it big. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 fate points. We are doing a plus 20 on top of this roll. You can, let's see, can't you do an attack? Yeah, once per song. Nope. And then, but yeah, let's do, so you are going to be doing an attack. Oh, you've got rhyme.
I've got a rhythm pretty
Yeah.
good skill. So I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
attack
let's
with
do rhythm.
All right.
Perfect. So hit that one, and then you're going to be adding 20 bonus on top of that. So you got a very good roll, and then you got a total of 25. And so the the raiders are going to be trying to they scramble, they try to assemble, but they can barely mount a defense to this onslaught that is coming in. Harmonious pyrotechnics, polyrhythmic drums, MC Hot Wing, and the spikes and spray, Brant blowing them away. And so the Raiders run clear from the Hot Topic, except for one of them, perhaps, who stays. And
Find out her name is Susan.
her
At least
name,
it's not Karen, right?
it's not
Right.
Karen.
No Karens allowed.
Oh no.
Her middle name's Karen, but she doesn't tell anyone.
Nope.
Her first name's Yoko.
Susan, Susan, Karen, something else. Well, we well, let's have the we can have the close out of this wonderful session with Brant and Susan locking eyes in the empty Hot Topic, and and the rest of you can go in there and get as many strappy pants as you want, and hair gel, and whatever else, weird stuffed animals and other things that they sold at Hot Topic. And yeah, and that is, we'll say that's the end of Rockalypse. You can, if you guys want to narrate anything, anything more, final thoughts. And also, I'd love to hear if you guys have any questions or feedback, or anything that you, yeah. What do we think? Fate?
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, it was super
Oh
fun.
my God, that was so fun. Oh,
That was pretty great.
I just had to pick the one that had like was it the trouble or the like negative aspect of the mix master was talks too much. Doesn't shut up, that's what it says.
Beautiful. You nailed it.
Good.
Of course, when I introduce myself to Susan, I just say, "Sup."
Yes. Opening line, final line of movie. Perfect.
credits.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's Fate. It's weird, it's squishy, not a ton of die rolls, kind of loosey-goosey. But it's I think if you can really engage with, like, you know, you just do yes and just say, screw it, I don't care. Like, whatever, throw it on the table. Let's see where it goes. That's my perspective.
I know it's not something that the viewers could see or hear, but watching the reactions of crits,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
oh my God. I'm so sad they couldn't see you.
Oh man, yeah, that's our
Yeah,
tech
you
guy for
guys
the
are some
audience.
of my. You guys have some great voices and stuff. It's so much fun getting to sit in on these. Now they can hear me because I unmuted myself.
Oh, okay.
But, it's a lot of fun getting to sit in on these. So for both the cohort participants and Colin, what are, say, 3 teachable moments you really felt from this game that could really help with clients? Where could you see this being helpful for clients, this kind of game?
I think team building is a big one for sure. Yeah, that's like the number one, because then you can break team building down into like socializing and
Right. Social skills, communication skills.
yeah, because you're having to build this band and interact with each other in a band thing, and like bands are probably one of the closest knit things like in the world, because you're with those people doing like making the music, man.
Yeah, and it seemed like there's an aspect of the aspects that we didn't get that into, which is that you can push through something that's normally an obstacle, or get more advantage in the game through the points by having something bad happen because of your, weakness. I think,
Yes.
is that right? And so I think that's kind of good for people maybe with some social anxiety to have those kind of things that, yes, you made a fool of yourself, and that also helped your team.
Yes, it rewards that kind of it encourages you to not just like, not just kind of hoard your stuff, not just sit back. The more you kind of engage in the story, the more bonuses you get, and the more resources you get, especially when you have a longer game, and especially if you have something where it's a little less loosey goosey. Those getting fate points back from doing from the GM compelling people, or people choosing to do self compels, where they're going to choose like, hey, I want to make this more complicated for myself just for fun, because some players just love doing that. And they instead of that just being like, okay, I guess you've made it harder on yourself, it's like, cool, good job, here's some points to like make it cool.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite points of fate, because sometimes players will, in other games where it's like, well, it's fun to make it harder for yourself, but like it's nice when you can kind of surf. That's how I think of it.
Getting to watch the system now, I think for the third or fourth time, it's really neat how well it allows people to come into their own, but also express themselves in ways that they may not be able to tap into that caricature, that like almost sub-personality that some people have, and pull that mask down.
That's wonderful.
I really like the way that like you have your own like stunts and aspects, but then you have like the group and the setting, so you can pull from each of them to either like help build each other up, and or how to like know when to like step in, like getting Murdoch our auto tune.
Right. I think it also helps, like that aspect of it, Celestine, would also help clients that have a hard time asking for help. Then they have this team of people that are like, yeah, of course we're going to help you.
I think
Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I think there's this like being able to pick like what you want to do, especially in like this kind of setting. I think it can help show people, like kind of reflecting on that social anxiety piece again, like we all have these like really unique things about ourselves that help other people in so many different ways. So I think it can help shine lights on the visual stuff. That is Paw Patrol, sorry. So I think that's important.
Yes, right, because it, especially as a GM, like when you look at these players' character sheets, especially when they're like picking all their own aspects, if you really get into character sheets, then it's just a roadmap for what for you as the GM. I talked about this a little bit in the character creation class last night with my other group, but I like to think of I don't remember who quoted this, but somebody says that like think of as a GM, think of your your players' character sheets as like a love letter to the GM. Doesn't have to be that romantic, but it's basically a list of all the cool things that they want to do during the game. And so it's really important. I think it's really important to look at your players' character sheets, and in Fate, triply so, quadruply so, because you want to know what your players' aspects are. So that way you can look at them, shine the lights on them, pull them apart, and pull them into things. But you do it in a way that it's like you kind of poke them a little bit, but then you let them do it. It's not, it's like, oh, you have this cool aspect. Tell us a little bit more about that. And that's my strategy on Fate.
Yeah, and I don't think I totally understood it till near the end, where I could see one player can set up an aspect and invest their points in it, and then other players can use that. So it's a way like I think Megan was just saying about being able to help each other, but not it's a little indirect. So in a way, like the person who's nervous to ask for help can see that other people can help them without having to have that direct ask or something. It's kind of nice.
Very smart, Phil. Yes, yeah, we didn't have quite time to talk about the math of this, but yeah, you're exactly right. You're basically, when you're creating these these advantages for the team, you're kind of moving your fate points from your personal character, which you only have access to yourself. You're then moving them onto the board, potentially generating more fate points that are then available to the entire team. And so that way we're kind of shifting the dice, the fate points around, but by creating the advantages, you're actually netting more fate points for the team and in a more accessible way for them to use them. But they're temporary aspects on the scene, and so they end at the end of the scene. And so that way, that's kind of some of the push and pull of fate. I think it's interesting, but yeah, I see that, and I think the board helps you pick that up on your own.
We have a message from chat from Ronan Kakuhito saying you got to watch out with the older versions of Fate. They tend to have a lot more aspects of the newer ones, all the character sheets, which make it hard to track in group settings.
Yes, good point. Yes, you're on it, Ronan. We are using kind of an older version of Fate, and you are right. Oh my God, yeah, too many aspects. You are on it. Yeah, man. That is one of the downsides of Fate when you have, like, I remember the first game of Fate I played, they were like, make 7 aspects. We never used like I was so grumpy with my GM. He never read my sheet. We didn't know what we were doing, but all of that character creation, all of that love that I put into this character were never used. And I was like, why am I doing this? This is like, so it's much better to just crank it down. You can really get by with a character with like 2, 3, 4 aspects is plenty. 5 is like a little much. As you all saw, you didn't each use, like you didn't use every single one of your aspects into the play. So you can calibrate that, how many aspects you want your characters to, or your players have it to make themselves, how many of them you're going to supply for them yourself, and really how much information are you presenting to them to deal with. So balancing that stuff out. It's a little better than an entire B&D sheet where you like start out with 7 spells and this and pets and all that stuff, which is wonderful for a longer campaign. But if you're just doing a little splashy one-shot thing like this, keep it nice and tight for 5 at the most.
Does anyone else have any thoughts or questions you want to ask Colin before we wrap?
Thank you so much.
That was
Yeah,
super
thanks. This
fun.
was super
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Great.
You guys are awesome players. You totally rock and rolled with it. Yes ands all day. And yeah, that was a wonderful tumble to play to discover. And because yeah, I had no idea where this was going to be going, and that's the fun of it. So y'all are awesome. Thank you for being a part of Geek Therapeutics. Thanks to our awesome audience. I think we're done.